This is Engine Talk, and today we're working on the Skoda Laura with intermittent P0088 code. Right now I've erased the code, so there's no lights on the instrument panel. The code states that the fuel rail pressure is too high. Because it's an intermittent fault, and when I erase it, I'll show you the fault later. When I erase it, the fault disappears and I can drive perfectly. And then suddenly the fault comes back on. The glow plug light starts blinking on the display panel, and then the car goes into limp mode. So from my diagnosis, because it's an intermittent fault, it won't be the fuel rail pressure sensor. It is most likely the DRV valve, which is on the common rail. So I'll be replacing that, and then I'll show you once I drive the car. This is the error that's causing a problem and sending the car into limp mode. We're getting the blink, and when we do a scan, we're getting fuel rail high pressure. So we're gonna read a code. And this is the error that we are getting. And this light keeps blinking. I'll erase it. It'll go away, but then when driving it'll crop back up again. No codes, system pass. And the light stops blinking. So it's an intermittent problem which is caused by the DRV valve not releasing as much fuel as it should to lower the pressure of the rail. We are in the engine bay. The fuel rail sits just behind the wiring harness. This is the pressure sensor, and here we have the DRV valve. So this gives the feedback of the fuel rail pressure to the ECM, and this valve maintains that pressure. It releases. When the pressure becomes too high, it releases the pressure back into the return line. And if this is not working properly or goes out of specs, this trips an error. This sensor tells the ECM that the fuel rail pressure is either too high or too low, and that's what causes the error. And the ECM sends the car into a limp mode. So we are gonna replace this. I'll have to remove the whole common rail and remove this valve and replace it. Process of disassembling the rail. So I'm loosening the high pressure pipes from the injectors, and I'll remove the rail out, and we'll fit DRV valve replacement which the customer has given me. So I'm going to put the replacement one that the customer has given me, and we'll see. I'll erase the errors and we'll see how the car functions, or if the error trips back again. Got the engine started now. We'll take it for a test drive and see if the same error drops back up again. So I'm driving the car now. There doesn't seem to be any errors cropping back up. So let's see, I'll take it for a little longer spin.